Part two of conduct of chapter meeting, let me backtrack a little bit, because when those members walk into the room, when the competing team walks into the room, they will go and sit down at their station markers. The president should tap the gavel one time, which will signify that the FFA members all sit, and they should have a card in front of them as well as a piece of scrap paper, and their 60 seconds will start right then. So what I tell my kids is to develop a game plan during those 60 seconds. They do have the scrap paper for a reason, to help brainstorm discussions that they may have on the main motion, also seeing what motions are assigned and potential conversations that they could contribute to them. Because in conduct, each FFA member needs to speak 3 times. And no, when they make a motion, that does not count as a discussion, which I will go through in a minute. It is important that the discussions and the debates that they have are of high quality. So making sure that they're emphasizing their stance on that debate, whether they are in favor or against, and then providing supportive reasoning of why they are one way or the other. Each conduct of chapter meeting member gets 3 discussions. So it's important that those 3 are of the highest quality possible and not just doing them to do them. Also, if they have a motion such as amend, jotting down how they plan on amending that motion. Because again, when the meeting actually starts, and if you have novice speakers that are not used to being under pressure like that, they may forget. So I highly encourage the use of scrap paper for those conduct of chapter meeting kids. Unfortunately for Parley Pro, they don't have scrap paper, except for the secretary and the chair. Once the 60 seconds is up, the president will then tap the gavel 2 times, which will signify the start of the meeting. So knowing the taps of the gavel is also important. 1 tap typically signifies sitting when they walk in and they go to sit down. 1 tap. 2 taps starts the meeting. 1 tap also will signify the carrying of business. And then the rapid sharp taps is usually to gather attention. There is more information in the FFA manual, but I am providing the Cliff Notes version for my own FFA members that may be watching this, because I have a pretty decent feeling they're not going to look it up in the FFA manual online. Once the president does their 2 consecutive taps, they will go right into opening ceremonies. Once opening ceremonies is done, they will start with the main motion, which is always done on volunteer basis. If you have postponed indefinitely, you never make the main motion. You cannot contradict yourself. The judges will pick up on that and you will lose points.